Who is Dirty Dom? Is he the drug-dealing, sex-having, crazy lunatic you see in David's vlogs? Or is it all an act? Don't get me wrong, it's entertaining. But what people fail to see is that we're not our characters 24/7. My close friends know I love listening and connecting with people. This year, I'm making a decision to show the world a different side of me. I want to show that it's cool to be wild and weird, but also be sensitive and vulnerable. Hearing your stories and helping with your struggles has been the most passionate experience I've had in a while. My supporters aren't just fans of me, I'm fans of them. Every video I'm showcasing individuals going through things that happen to all of us. I want to make this a place where we can share our stories and feel comfortable with who we are. Join our journey as we figure out life together. And remember, life's lit, don't quit.
I'm Hannah. I live in Australia. I'm 12 years old. I started homeschooling last year because I didn't feel comfortable. You can call it bullied. I got social media when I was 8 years old. I've hated everything about me ever since. My two older sisters have anorexia. They've suffered with eating disorders for the last 5 years. A lot of things have been rough in my family. I feel lonely. I suffer from depression and social anxiety. Social media, it's just a toxic place.
Everything on social media everything is upplayed, so you're only seeing the best of people, and obviously people are only going to post photos of themselves having fun and looking cute and doing all these things. But behind the scenes, it's not like it's like that every single time. You know, a lot of times people are going through stuff themselves. Why they might be toxic and talking negative things is because it's like they can hide behind a keyboard, right? Versus in real life, you know, they wouldn't say it to you. If you're on social media a lot, you're gonna see other people like doing all these crazy awesome things, and it's gonna make you feel like, wow, what the heck am I doing with my life, right? Everything's made to look super fun, but in reality it's like being yourself and having fun with, you know, who you are. It's 10 times better than anything else, you know?
35 people die a week in Australia from eating disorders. Around 8 people a day die from killing themselves in Australia.
For 12 years old, you're very brave and you're very mature. You know, at 12, I remember I was playing video games and I think doing stupid things with my friends. I know you're still young, so this might not like make sense to you, but as you get older, I think you start to realize everyone has their own issues, everyone's going through their own things, and a lot of times people will put out their own insecurities onto you because they can't handle it themselves. They're not mature enough themselves to correct their behavior, you know, and then the cycle continues, right? And then that person's negative to that person and that person starts being negative to this person just because of someone in their family being a dick or being annoying or whatever. Everyone is an individual and you should be proud and happy of who you are no matter who you are, you know? But also remember that you have to take steps forward to make yourself a better person, right? So for instance, when I was growing up, right, I was pretty like chubby, like middle school, high school. I was maybe like 230 pounds, right? I wanted to make an improvement on myself, you know. I don't want to stay like that forever, right? So I was eating 1 box of Oreos like literally every day. Like after school, I would sit there and I would eat a whole box of Oreos and a bunch of Cheetos, drink it with milk. Of course, I gotta dip it in the milk, you know. I just didn't have like any control over my diet, right? And I wasn't really thinking about it. Then as soon as I started kind of like implementing those changes, right, and you know, working out a little bit, you know, running on the treadmill, and then not eating as many sweets, right, I started to see improvements in myself and in how I looked as a person, you know. I could have just been lazy at the end of the day, but I feel like if you're lazy, then that's how people are gonna really get to you, you know. If you don't change yourself and you let all those critiques about people saying, oh, you're this, you're that, you're ugly, you're fat, whatever it is, if you let all those critiques get to you, then basically you're letting those people win, because that means that they're setting how you're gonna see yourself as a person.
A big thing about my family is that they did stop eating and it wasn't good for them, and they were in hospital, in and out, and skinny's just a word, fat is just a word, and it really messes with their minds. Everyone literally down their filters and their phones and started like caring and talking to the people off phones. They'll get to know the people that they really are, and everyone will be a lot happier because everyone's more kinder. Everyone gets put into categories.
Oops, that's impossible. I'ma rap like I'm rich, try to make it sound comical. 40 grand roll Fully wrist dripping like a popsicle. Honestly, that purchase was a little irresponsible. Damn, don't get better than this. Gold on my neck, like my watch on my wrist. Watch what you say, end up in a diss. Niggas get killed quick when the shit get...
If you're eating too much, right, or you're completely not eating enough, right, but it's about finding that balance, right? It's not like, oh, to lose weight, I'm gonna only eat an apple a day. Like, I wouldn't do that. For me, I found that it was just cutting out the sweets and like the extra carbs, you know?
If there wasn't social media, I doubt even people would look in the mirror and hate on their body and hate the person they are.
There's no responsibility, and people can just make fun of you, talk shit or whatever, and not really have to deal with any real consequences, you know?
I'm not just talking about myself, and I'm not just talking about people with eating disorders, but I'm talking about people that really hate their body. If you're upset and if you have that like feeling of hating yourself, you let other people react to you and you put yourself out there.
You make yourself
probably just to get bullied, and you're probably just not going to get the reaction you always want. If you want people to know the real you should just put down your phone and get to know people for who they actually are, not just a photo of a filter and being skinny and shit.
I think that's something as a generation that we're kind of missing out on, you know, because like a lot of us are on phones every day and we're not really having those conversations with people that, you know, might bring us closer together or might let us learn something about the other person or learn a different experience, right, versus just being connected on our phones all day, right?
People don't recognize people like in mental health enough that they should. People die more of depression and suicide than a car crash every day, and I think it needs to change because people don't see people for who they really are as a person, not just as your body and the outside and what you look like. And like, it's like if you're not skinny, people won't want to be friends.
You have to be strong and you have to know that sometimes you gotta be selfish. Everything else that people say, that's just noise, right? It's just noise. You have to have a mission. Whatever your mission is, I don't know if it's to help your parents or if it's to go to a certain school or whatever it is, you know, you have to have that mission and you just have to focus on that. If you're doubting yourself, you know, or you don't think you could do something, I'm gonna tell you that you can't do it, okay? Don't ever think that because something that people said to you or the current situation that like you're in right now, like it's always gonna be like that. It can't always be like that if you don't try to change it, you know? If you let what other people say affect you and you just live in that for the rest of your life, then you're living your life for those other people.
You can't face reality when you're on your phone, and I think that's what causes depression. Like, not just me, but like I think everyone. Yeah, Instagram's like really addicting and like people like it, but like people don't realize that's one big problem.
I would always like stay in and just be like working a lot, but sometimes I think it's important to go out and, you know, actually socialize and meet with people and talk to people and just have those experiences, right? Because at the end of the day, it's like I can be working here all the time or I can be editing videos all the time or doing whatever all the time, but you have to go out there and experience life for what it is.
If you look at too many other people's lives, then you think your life's not good enough. One day I will go back to a public school. I didn't like myself and my body for who I was, so I didn't want to put myself out there for everyone to destroy me mentally and emotionally. Like, everything passes and I'm just waiting for that moment. 5 years, it's been really rough. Shit happens every day that destroys me as a person, and I am like this close to just giving up, and I'm just waiting for like the day to come. And I think it will be a lot better soon, but I'm just waiting for that.
You know, how I ended up doing a lot of the changes that I did in my life, right? It was just from learning. Obviously, it was a learning experience. I feel like we learn something new about ourselves every day. You know, stepping out of my comfort zone, a lot of times I did have to step out of my comfort zone and do stuff that I didn't want to do, you know? Change is a constant process. It's not a one-day thing. It's not oh, in a week or in a month or maybe not even a year, you know? It's like, it's a constant thing of learning about yourself and learning about other people and improving yourself, right? So
life is always going to be bumpy and never perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, everyone does things that they regret, and everyone goes through some really hard shit.
It's all about your mindset. If you have the mindset like, oh, I'm gonna be a loser, I'm gonna be a fucking failure for the rest of my life, then guess what? You probably are gonna be a failure. But if you tell yourself, listen, I'm not gonna let what other people say, I'm not gonna let my current situation define who I am, and I'm gonna be a winner. If you say that, well, I guarantee you're gonna be a winner. And I guarantee you're a winner. You can do it too, okay? Don't think just because I'm in LA or I'm in social media or something like that, that none of this is possible. You know, it definitely is. And it just depends on how hard you're willing to go at it, you know? And every day make that time to get off social media and do something, you know, create something or read a book even.
For you doing this, you have a really kind heart, and I think you're gonna make a lot of people feel a lot better. Not a lot of people do this. Thank you so much.
Do you want me to sing you some merch? I can sing you some merch.
Oh,
Yeah, are you down?
really?
Yeah, I haven't put it out yet.
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah, I got you.
You already made me feel better.
No problem. Yeah, I believe in you, okay? Stay strong.
Thank you so much.